All right, somewhere beneath me, buried in the mucky bottom of this swamp, there are giant salamanders, amphiumas. They're mostly nocturnal, so the chance I'm gonna see one during the day is pretty much zero. But I got some minnow traps. I'm gonna bait them, set them in the swamp, and then come back tomorrow after they've been soaking out here overnight. Let's see if we can catch some amphiumas. See how deep the mud is. My boot is stuck in there. That's the kind of habitat that giant salamanders love. During the day, they bury themselves deep down, away from any potential predators. All right, I have the first trap all baited up. This looks like a good spot among these water plants. Amphiumas love this type of habitat. Now, I have the holes underneath the water. That's very important so that the salamanders can enter. But I want to have enough airspace at the top so that if an amphiuma, because amphiumas breathe air. There's all kinds of other animals in here that might come into the trap that also need to breathe air. So I don't want to submerge the trap completely because they could drown. So I want to have a nice amount of airspace at the top so anything that comes in here can breathe. Okay, and I'm going to tie off this line so it doesn't get dragged away by any animals. I'll do that with all three of the other traps that I have. All right, I just set all 4 minnow traps, so they're all prepared now. I'm gonna come back tomorrow after 24 hours and see if we got some cool stuff. All right, I'm back at the spot. The traps have been sitting overnight for around 24 hours. Let's see if we got some cool stuff. I really hope so. All right, first trap. Where's the rope? There it is. Oh yes. Look at that, a monstrous amphiuma, so thick. Healthy specimen, that is for sure. Look at that thing. North America's largest salamander. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy in the bucket. Let me untie the rope. What an awesome swamp creature. Okay, let's get this clip out. There he is, a nice sized specimen. Let's toss out this bait. A couple little fish in there too. Nice. There's the next trap. I can already see something in there. Oh, some little guys. Look at that. These are, it looks like some crayfish too. Cool stuff. Okay. Let's take these little things out. So I moved them to a better container so we can see them better. I have 3 amphiumas in here. There are 3 species of amphiumas in the southeast USA. The one-toed amphiuma, the two-toed amphiuma, and the three-toed amphiuma, all named for the number of toes they have on their minuscule legs. This is easy. This is the two-toed, because it's the only species that lives in my area. The two-toed amphiuma is the longest salamander in the US. It's not the heaviest. That title goes to the hellbender. But these get longer than them, more than 3 feet sometimes. So even this absolute monster that I caught is not even at their maximum length. Look at the size of him. He's so girthy and thick. He's obviously been eating very well. They may not look like it, but they have a massive mouth. Starts around right there. It starts around right there and then continues all the way around. And they routinely eat things like crayfish and frogs, so they have pretty strong jaws and pretty nasty teeth. Now, I've handled these before. I've never had a problem with them biting. They seem to be pretty docile, but it is a possibility. I can't get over how big this one is. Look at that. That's awesome. He's got to be, I'm thinking over 2 feet. It's hard. Maybe I'm overestimating, but that is a big salamander. One of the biggest I've ever seen, for sure. Now, these are impossible to hang on to. I'm going to show you. They're so slimy. They have such a thick slime coating that helps protect their skin from bacteria that it's impossible to hold on to them. It feels like trying to handle a super slimy snake. You can feel how strong they are too. Not only are they very slimy, but they're packed with muscle. You can feel that when you hold them. or when you attempt to hold them, really. I mean, amphiumas are aquatic salamanders, but unlike their cousins, the sirens, which have big, bushy gills, they can only breathe air. So it's very important when I set those traps that I make sure that they're not completely submerged, otherwise they can drown. Every once in a while, you'll see them come up for air right at the surface, take a gulp, and then go back down. One of the things they rely on are these dots on their face, and those are very sensitive to water pressure. Anything is moving nearby, they're going to know that, and they can either avoid it if it's a large predator, or they can chase it if it is potential prey. They're so secretive. I mean, you could just live right next to these guys for your entire life, never even come close to seeing one, because they spend their entire day buried in the swamp. You either have to go in the swamp at night, which is not the most comfortable thing to do, or set these minnow traps and catch them that way. But such secretive, such an awesome animals. The two-toed amphiuma is certainly one of the strangest and most unique creatures that can be found in the wetlands of the southeast USA. But it shares this amazing habitat with many odd animals, including an amazing arachnid, the six-spotted fishing spider. If you want to learn more about that awesome creature, check out this video. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time on Skidaway Island Wildlife.